to go through the differences with the readings. So basically, I've just noticed, and I don't know who where people are coming from. If it's from here, or Facebook, or Instagram, or TikTok, I don't know where people are coming from to book readings. So I need to kind of put something out there because I've noticed a bit of a theme, and I did touch on this a little bit, but I want to go through it again. So with readings, when you book them, it sends me an email and it has your email address. Now, I need some details in order for me to actually do the reading. So I have quite a few people who I've been notified that they've purchased the reading, but then I don't have their details, so then I can't do it. And I've reached out a couple of times, and some people just haven't gotten back to me. So I want to do these readings, and I'd like to, do the full thing for you, but I need to know your date of birth, the month, and the year you were born, the exact time, the country and the city you were born, and if you're in America, I need to know the state. If I don't have this information, then I can't give you a quality reading. And then if I don't have any information, I can't do a reading at all. So this is important. So I thought I would bring this up in case there have been people here from YouTube who have booked it. So I just thought I'd put it out there. Now, let's go into the differences. So with astrology is really good because it shows, it's almost like Harry Potter's, the houses they get put in. Astrology is kind of like that. There's more signs, so there's more houses, so to speak. And there's actually 12 houses too. And each of the houses have a difference. But again, there's themes that go with the houses and there's themes that go with the signs. So it kind of helps you understand what you're like. It gives a language for you to understand what you're like in that area because of that sign, if that makes sense. I can give you an example, just if that makes it easier. So the first house is about the person. You know what I mean? It's about who you are, your first impressions, your personality, and what comes across as how you look as well. So the first house is all to do with that. Again, whatever sign you have in there is going to create that sign's influence on that house. So if you have Sagittarius there, for instance, you might be a little bit more on the adventurous, sort of wild side. You know what I mean? And, you need to be footloose and free and not cooped up. This is an important thing for Sagittarius. You might have a sort of stronger look about you. Because it's the centaur, there could be a bit of like a horse sort of look to you. Again, it depends. There's very angular, sort of sharp features also that tends to come with Sagittarius. And just a wildness to you. It's this kind of thing. So it's understanding what signs fit in what houses and how that creates a complexion to who you are in that area. So it's quite interesting and complicated and fun. Human design is not really set up that way exactly. So there's centers. There's a few centers throughout the body, throughout the human design chart. And those centers are equal to, I suppose, it goes in deeper into specifics. You know what I mean? Because you have this gate highlighted and it's part of your subconscious, this is how you're going to be exactly. This is the shadow side. This is the high vibration side of how you are in this area, right? So it could be one of the gates that's about self-expression. You could then, because it's in, let's just say it's one of the gates for self-expression and it's in the subconscious area. It means in this particular area, you are not going to be able to verbalize, or it's going to be very difficult for you to verbalize self-expression. Now, that's the shadow side. When you overcome that and you step into the understanding of your subconscious, you then can. And again, it gives you direct detail on how you do that and how you step into that power. And then when you have a couple of gates that are linked, you then have a channel. And the channel shows you what your particular assets and skills are and how you can use them in your life and to benefit others, how to, move yourself forward. There's all kinds of information about it that will really help you understand you. It's highly important. And then obviously numerology will help you understand, I guess, who you are by character traits. You know what I mean? By what the number of your birthday is, the actual day you were born. It can give you that understanding. You can then find out your life path or your maturity number or your destiny number or your karma number. There's so many things you can do with numerology, which again helps you kind of figure out what your direction needs to be. And it's very, very specified and thought out, and it gives you that understanding. So I feel like they're good in different ways, and you can approach them in different ways for different purposes, for different strengths. And that's exactly, like I said, I've noticed people are booking astrology stuff more because it is something I talk about, and it is something a lot of people know more about. But this is an opportunity to learn about the other things. And, I know there can be fear of the unknown, but I think I make it pretty clear, and I think it comes across with the kind of person I am. I have a very strong work ethic. I have very strong intuition, and I go over and above with everything that I do. If I can't go over and above, I don't do it, and I'll tell you that I'm not going to do it. I take this sort of stuff very seriously. And so there's no way that it's going to be something that won't resonate, because I only do, at most, I do about 1 or 2 readings a day for that reason, because I put a lot into it and I take it very seriously. So it isn't something that I'm going to just rush through, because I don't do things halfway. So it is understanding that. And I do have a membership at Gumroad. I haven't really pushed it yet because I'm trying to figure out what types of content people would like to watch there. But I'd like to create something where you can continuously go to watch something. That's a little bit more, I guess, detailed, a little bit more tailored, where you can make requests and this kind of thing. So I do want to do that over there, and I'm just trying to think. So if you guys have some suggestions in the comments, stuff that you would like to see, stuff that you would like to request or know more about, that would be the place I could go do it. So let me know, because that would be helpful. Otherwise, like, I'm thinking of maybe just filming some stuff that I'm interested in and put it up there and see if that's something people are interested in looking into. But again, that's the coolest part about all of this, is that there's nothing stopping us. Like, we can go anywhere, we can do anything. And I'm the kind of person, I'm radical enough that I could come up with something that would be, really interesting. I just need a little bit of input to know what you guys want, So let me know with all of that. That would be really helpful, so that we can, be part of it together, and we can create this community. Because at the end of the day, I want this to be a place where people can be themselves, where they can share and they can be open and they can pursue the things that they want. And I don't know, I guess let go of insecurities and immaturity, traumas, wounds, whatever is holding us back. Like, let's just move away from all of that, move forward, face it, and then become everything and, whatever we want to become. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I think that's it excites me when I think about stuff like that. Like, that's really cool, the stuff that could be done. And like I said, there's no holding us back. None whatsoever. Only thing that will hold us back is our inability to think of ideas. And once again, I don't really have a problem there. And I know, a lot of people have some really great ideas. So I'm sure we can think of something together. Anyway, I will come back and talk more about, these topics: astrology, human design, Chinese zodiac. I haven't really dabbled much into any content there. So I definitely need to, because I like it. But yeah, just keep me posted and we'll go from there. Okay. See you guys next time.